Hey, what's up, Liron here. Thank you for joining me in today's video. In case you don't know, I recently published an art book with my watercolor. So this is pretty much the best and only way to own in print a bunch of my paintings from the 100 Cars Challenge. So this one is painting a masterpiece. How I painted 100 cars to achieve watercolor perfection by me. I'm going to give you a flip through of the book if you do want to get it, or if you know someone who will enjoy a watercolor art book, feel free to check it out. I'm going to put the links in the description box below. It should be available in just about any Amazon store, localized Amazon stores as well. So let's get to it now. If you're into a book that is not a how-to, if you're not looking for specific advice or tips, stuff like that, you're just looking for possibly inspiration, that is the one for you. And I'm going to give you a good look at it. So before we even start flipping through, here is, again, the cover art, the spine. Sometimes it's not perfectly aligned. I actually did this experiment. This is on Amazon's quality, allegedly, as far as I know, because I have received a few that were better aligned there. But it's fine. No one will notice it from the bookshelf. And a bit of a description there. Here's me. So this is one of my probably favorite paintings from last year. Is it this year already? I think it's last year. And I had to include it in the book. So yeah, we get to this lovely night scene, kind of opening things up. There's a preface. You can pause the video real quick to read it. But this in particular, another painting I really, really like. Now this and the cover are not a part of the challenge, by the way. These are other paintings that I did want to include there. So you still have the 100 paintings of the cars. Here's another one of a recent painting of mine. And here we go with the challenge. Now, again, this is not a pure how-to. This is me sharing my thoughts on most of these paintings and kind of telling you where I was mentally as I was painting them, what I felt, how much I felt like I am progressing or I am messing up, or, you know, whether it felt like there is some kind of a direction to the challenge. I can definitely say we've come upon one of my favorites, car number 6. This is still my favorite here, Suzuki something. No doubt, one of the best paintings and kind of a lucky stroke of luck, because not only does it work in terms of, you know, it's as accurate as I wanted it to be. This has soul. The colors, how they relate to one another, the values, the smooth transitions. This is a watercolor. This is not just an accurate painting. This is a breathing watercolor. You can see all of the sidewalk details, the tire. To me, this is the perfect painting. Now, if I have them handy, I may show some scans of the paintings as well, so you can see the scanned version maybe up close. But this is super high quality. Again, I don't know how well the colors and everything comes through, but like this is almost as good as holding the original, if I'm being honest. They do a really good job there on the print quality of the interior. So yeah, a bunch of these were sent to me, by the way. So this one was sent by Karen. This golf cart in a golf course, which is really cool. Some of these were purchased, by the way, by the people who sent the reference photos to me. Some of these, this is historically interesting. So 15 and 16, if I'm not mistaken, are part of the Washtober 2020 challenge. So this is back from 2020. And you see some car paintings have multiple cars in them. So it's not just one car per painting, which is really cool. This is a Nissan Juke, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, a bunch of these from a lovely view from up a building. We actually, kind of a high-tech thing company posted on Facebook that they were getting rid of some office supplies. A lot of you ask me what I use to scan my paintings. It's an HP DeskJet Ink Advantage 3835. Where did we get it from? For this company, it was like, come take our stuff. And we came in first and got this printer/scanner. And this is a picture I took from their window from floor who knows what. It was pretty high. So this is a fun memory. Always fun memories with these. And yeah, this is another nice kind of realistic experiment. Let me jump forward. I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you. And again, link in the description box below. If you want to support my work, this is a wonderful way. Just get a book. This is probably, I make much less money per purchase from this, by the way. From the courses, I make almost the full list price. This I get like 30%. Amazon takes the most, and the production cost isn't that low, so I don't have much margins, but it's a really, really cool project, and I think a lot of people will enjoy owning a bunch of paintings of mine in this form. I think it really is a fun thing. I open it every couple of days and just look at the paintings. It's so fun. This I sold in a recent auction, by the way, here. This is from New York when we visited, experimented with primary colors. This little flash here is huge to me. That was exactly what I was trying to achieve. This is probably my favorite. One of my all-time favorite paintings. It's crazy to think that to this day this is true. This to this day hangs up on a wall in our house, and it's really a perfect watercolor. If you look at this car here, this has the quality of genius again. And again, there was no, and this is why I say this is not a how-to book. It's not a how-to book. I actually got a review on Amazon, someone who thought it was a how-to book and was a little disappointed, but said the artwork was amazing. So, I mean, thank you. And by the way, if you purchase the copy and you can leave me a review, that will be huge. That will really help the book. By the way, I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but I'll remind you later too. But yeah, this is not a how-to, but just seeing these paintings, and realizing that, you know, there was no technique behind this one. There's no way I could follow a how-to to paint this. This is such a specific, messy, raw process. And these things are built in the moment. Same for these two. By the way, I was on a great streak here of paintings that I really enjoy, you know. Let's skip ahead a bit. There's a lot to say about each and every one of those. You'll have to read it. Here's another one, probably the oldest model in the book. Someone asked me if there are old cars in the book, by the way. Sorry, I'm sweating. I walked outside. It was hot. Here's the oldest one in the book. Again, another one I really, really like. These were sent to me by Gail, the photos, who wanted me to demonstrate basically how to paint shiny surfaces. Thank you once again. I cannot thank you enough, Gail. She also purchased these as a part of the family heirloom together with the car itself. This is towards the end of the challenge, 86. This is a huge one again. Very happy with how this one turned out. This is one of the only vertical paintings here in the book. Here I actually shared a reference photo as well because I like this so much and how it turned out. Some use of opaque paint, by the way, very effective. You can see in creating here, you can see it too, bringing back highlights and different details. Really, really like this one in particular. Let's see what else we've got here. This is like a tough green to recreate. Yeah, I was in a really nice streak here. This one was completely bathed in the shadow, which is not like my usual stuff. Look at the sketch. You can see some of the pencil sketch there. Again, this is the chronicalization of the 100 Cars Challenge. And if you want to have all the paintings in one go, this is currently, as we speak, my computer's desktop wallpaper. As we speak. It's so funny. On all three screens, by the way. I think on all three screens. Here's another one. This is cool. So you're going to see a comparison with an older version of this same scene. So not stuff I posted everywhere. That night scene that I really, really like. I almost used that for the cover of the book itself. But yeah, love how this one turned out. Call this Lights On. This is the largest one. The biggest, another Suzuki. I don't know what it is, Baleno or something. And if you look carefully, you'll be able to see a car reflected in the car. So that's a sweet one. And lastly, and ironically, I finished with not necessarily my favorite painting, because that's just how it is. A bit of an act of randomness. And we're finishing up with this relatively new-ish painting. If you manage to read what's written below, perfect. If not, get the book. But yeah, the journey continues. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Thought I'd give you a tour. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, if you want to support my work, this is huge support. So if you want to head over to Amazon, get your copy, available pretty much anywhere. And if you already purchased it, I would be very grateful if you left a review. That helps the book rank higher, be found by more people. This is my first ever pure art book. That is not an instructional, and I think it's a great value. So be sure to check it out. I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank everyone who supports me over on Patreon. Thank you so much. If you want to receive credits at the end of the videos, be sure to check that out. Yeah, we'll see you in the next vid. Take care.